Hi, everybody. Someone recently asked the question whether you can treat Blastocystis hominis with herbs. So great question. The topic of Blastocystis hominis is a little bit of a quasi-convoluted one. Just before I get into this, as a general disclaimer, this is for informational purposes only. Nothing that I'm saying should be construed as medical advice, and please talk to your personal healthcare provider for your medical needs. So Blastocystis hominis is a little bit controversial in that there are a number of clinicians, practitioners out there who feel that Blastocystis hominis is not actually pathogenic, that it doesn't actually cause symptoms in folks. But there is definitely some clinical experience out there that shows that for some people it seems to be symptom provoking. So I've had a couple of patients where I've been convinced that Blastocystis hominis was a significant contributor to the symptoms they were experiencing. I've had a number of other patients where it's come up on test results. We've treated, and once the Blastocystis hominis is gone, they feel better. Now, in a number of those cases, other things came up too. They may have also had SIBO, they may have also had LIBO, they may have also had yeast overgrowth, they may have had other parasites that came up. So sometimes it's hard to say, if we see 5 things coming up on the test, how do we know which microbe is causing the problems? Maybe they're all equal contributors. It's hard to say. With all that aside, the question around can it be treated with herbs? In my experience, yes, it can be. And I say that because I've had patients where we've done the baseline stool test. We see Blastocystis hominis. We treat with herbs for a while, usually along with diet. And then we no longer see the Blastocystis hominis coming up on follow-up stool tests. There are certainly some cases where the I'm just going to call it B hominis. How many times can one guy say Blastocystis in one setting without stumbling over it? So I've certainly had cases where the B hominis has been very challenging to get on to tackle, and we've had to use several different herbal regimens to get things on track. It's very hard for many of my patients to access pharmaceuticals, so I have the most experience using herbs to treat the B hominis, but I find that with a combination of, I think I had a video about this recently about treating, I just posted a video within the last week to the effect of, do we have to test in order to treat parasites? So I talk about this, kind of the treatment side of things in more detail there, but essentially using a combination of killing herbs, or really, as I break down the other video, it's really more of a sort of like poisoning or stunning types of herbs against the parasites, and then we use another herbal extract called Mimosa pudica to help clear things out afterwards. That's been a very successful protocol for the majority of patients that I've worked with who are having parasite problems. So short answer is yes. In my experience, we can use herbs to treat B hominis successfully. Sometimes it's a little tricky. And whether it's 100% necessary in every case is debatable, but that is the answer. So I hope this answered your question. If you have any further questions on this topic, please feel free to post in the comment section below. If anybody has any questions about anything, really, please feel free to post in the comment section below. If you're looking for financial advice or advice about the weather, don't ask me that, because I'm not the guy to ask about that. But anything about health, particularly chronic health conditions, please feel free to post, and I'll do my best to answer ASAP.